Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Andrew French. I am not a doctor. I am just somebody who likes to gather information to put out there. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over steroid esters, or just esters, as most people know them as. So for the overview of this video, what are esters themselves? What are the different esters? What do these different esters do? And why use slow or fast esters? And over here in the left hand, you can see the different types of esters, of which I will go into shortly. What are esters? Esters are the chemical modification of the base steroid molecule, which pretty much means they attach a fatty acid chain to the hydroxyl group of the base steroid molecule, or the OH group. This changes the rate of absorption and half-life of the steroid molecule actually in your system. It is not the carrier or the liquid that you see within the vial, which could be either oil or water of, but this does decide if it needs to be carried in the oil or water, or pretty much the solubility of the steroid molecule with the ester attachment. The 9 ester groups, we have acetate, benzoate, cypionate, decanoate, enanthate, isocaproanate, phenylpropionate, propionate, and undecanoate. So we have 9 ester groups that can be attached to the base steroid molecule, which could be testosterone, trenbolone, masteron, or any other steroid molecule base that you can think of. Starting off with acetate, the half-life of this ester is 1 to 3 days, so it could either last 2 to 6 days in your system. The absorption rate is very fast. Like I said, the half-life is 1 to 3 days. The chain length, this will mean nothing to the general population, but you'll probably see a trend. There is 2 carbons attached to the chain length. It is 2 carbon long. Mostly commonly used within trenbolone acetate, which, if you know about that, you know about that. Benzoate. The half-life is about 2 to 4 days. The absorption rate is also pretty fast, which means it can last in your system to 4 to 8 days. The chain length is an aromatic ring ester. It is not commonly used. It is rare, but sometimes in testosterone benzoate, but nobody really uses it. We have cypionate, which is pretty popular. The half-life is 6 to 8 days, which means it can last 12 to 16 days within your system. The absorption rate is pretty slow. The chain length is 8 carbon chain with a cyclophenylene. Yes. Most commonly used, popular in US TRT protocols. So if you go to a TRT clinic, they might prescribe you testosterone cypionate. It is also somewhat common within the bodybuilding community. We have decanoate. The half-life is 7 to 10 days, so it can last 14 to 20 days in your system. The absorption rate is very slow. The chain length is a 10 carbon chain. Most commonly used in nandrolone decanoate, or decadurabolin is another word for it. We have enanthate, which is a very popular ester. The half-life is 5 to 7 days, so 10 to 14 days within your system. The absorption rate is slow. The chain length is a 7 carbon chain. Most commonly used, it is widely used in testosterone cycles. So most people will be taking testosterone and enanthate if they do decide to go this route. Next up, we have isocaproanate. The half-life of this ester is 4 to 6 days, which means it lasts 8 to 12 days in your system. The absorption rate is moderate. The chain length is a 6 carbon branch chain, most commonly used in Cestanon blends or Cestanon 250. We have phenylpropionate. The half-life is 4 to 5 days. which it lasts 8 to 10 days in your system. The absorption rate is moderate. The chain length is 3 carbons with a phenyl ring. Most commonly used in some blends are also in NPP or nandrolone phenylpropionate, which is also a pretty popular steroid used within the bodybuilding community. We have propionate. The half-life is 2 to 3 days or 4 to 6 days in your system. The absorption rate is very fast, or pretty fast. The chain length is a 3-carbon chain, mostly used when you want to more frequent injections in the compound in and out of your system. So this can be within any steroid molecule. There is testosterone propionate, masteron propionate, and other various forms. We have undecanoate. The half-life is 20 to 34 days intramuscular or 6 hours orally. The absorption rate is very, very slow intramuscularly or very fast orally. Chain length is 11 carbon chain. So as you can tell throughout this, the more carbons there is, the longer it lasts in your system, the fewer, the shorter. Most commonly used in long-term TRT, which I haven't really heard of, but it is also available orally in special forms, also known as anadrol. But like I said, I haven't heard of anybody using this TRT-wise. Why would you use a shorter or longer ester? With the shorter esters, it is a faster onset action, absorbed and converted quicker into the active hormone. There is flexible dosing, it clears faster, so you can adjust the dose if you start having negative side effects or just not what you're looking for. And you have somewhat better control over blood levels. The hormone levels spike and fall quickly, so it's in and out of your system. Which I would always go, even if you're using a shorter or longer ester, everyday injection does seem to be best for hormone levels and overall health while doing this kind of enhancements. With longer esters, there's a sustained release, there's stable, steady blood hormone levels. You can do less injections weekly, bi-weekly, maybe even monthly if you use that very long ester, which I don't suggest. But like I said, every day injection does seem to have the best benefit for health and blood levels. And more compliance. The less you have to inject, the more of the TRT and general population people are more likely to stick to what their doctors prescribe or what they deem fit to do. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want more content like this, please like, subscribe, comment. Also comment of any other videos that you'd like for me to put out, other information that you need. I can sure look up it for you and get it out there for many other people. Always remember, if you're thinking it, others are probably thinking it. So let me know, and I would be happy to get a PowerPoint together for you all. Well, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.